Good morning. Good afternoon. I'm late today. Happy Saturday. How are you all doing today? I hope you guys are having as beautiful a day wherever you are as I am having here in Los Angeles. It is just gorgeous out there. I've not left the house yet. I've been with clients this morning and just working, but I've not had a chance to go out yet, but I'm on my way out. I'm on my way out to the crystal store to buy some things for a friend of mine whose birthday is coming. But today is a Saturn day, and Saturn is the day that Saturn is Saturday, and Saturn is currently in Capricorn. And Saturn is the planet that governs our karma. It's our cause and effect. What we put out, we get back. And, you know, you hear people talk about karma and they make it seem like it's some negative, awful thing, but it's really simple. It's as simple as what you get out, you get back. It's an energy system. We live in an energy system, and Saturn rules this earth plane. And here on Earth, we put out and we get back. We put out and we get back what we put out. There are exceptions to that, and those exceptions are if you put something out and then you grow, like you evolve and get the lesson from it, or get the alignment, then you can up level, and the karma won't come to you in the same way that it was put out, but it requires growth and responsibility and accountability. And Saturn in Capricorn is our structures. Like literally, we are having in America, we're having our karmic return. We're having what Malcolm X said, when the chickens come home to roost. So we're seeing all of this stuff happening. But personally, it's important for us to take care of our own personal karma. And so for me personally, I am right now, because the moon is in Libra, and Libra is the planet, the constellation of relationships, partnerships, your relationships with everyone else. Any experiences where there are you and another person. So that's the karmic energy that we're working with right now. Like what's your karma around relationship? And personally, I am experiencing, like witnessing all the places where I'm resistant to love, where I am unwilling to open my heart, where I'm unwilling to be in the flow of love and be with my feelings and emotions. And I'm seeing that because I feel like I'm really terrified right now. It's so interesting. When I was little, I had this experience. I've shared with you guys before how my mother was a prostitute, my father was a pimp. And my father died when I was 13 years old, and I'll never forget the funeral. It was really interesting. My grandfather, or my great-grandfather, was a minister in Los Angeles, and so my family had a church. And so when my father died, that's where the funeral was. And it was a small church that maybe sat 100 people or so, like a really small Christian church. You guys know, like a schoolhouse church, and with the pews and everybody sitting, and then in the front the choir and the minister and all of that. And so we were at the funeral. I remember what I was wearing. I was wearing a blue velvet suit, and I was sitting next to my mother on the front row, and she was sitting next to me, and she had her arms folded. And behind us, there was standing room only. Like the church was packed. There were people standing all along the walls, and there were women crying all over. Like I remember there was a woman behind us that was whimpering. And I turned around. She was distracting, so I turned to look at her to see who she was, and she was a very cute little lady. But I remember feeling like she was crying like she had lost her lover, and my mother was sitting right here. And there were other women around crying. And I remember my mother was stoic, and she didn't drop a tear, and she just kept looking forward. And I just took that on. And so there's a part of me, based upon that experience, watching my mother, that I know how to hide my feelings. I know how to be stoic. And what I'm beginning to see now is that that's blocking my capacity to really experience love, to really experience deep connections and the fulfillment of my heart's desires. And it's so fascinating to see, like, that is the karma. Like, so my mother shut her heart down, which her mother's heart was shut down, and probably her mother's heart before that. And now I'm beginning to witness it in my own life and see how challenging it is. So because it's Saturn, there's some things that I do, right? So I have this is my Meta Netter tarot deck. And I'll pull cards to find out, like, what do I need to do in order to open my heart up? What kind of energy do I need to embody in order to come to a space where my heart is open? And I'll just pull a card, right? And this is the card of, like, psychic energy. So in order for me to open my heart, I need to go more into my psychic abilities. And so I will be with that today. I have another deck that, this is the Thoth deck. And this deck it's powerful. It's not the same as the Meta Netter. Like, when I'm really serious, I use the Meta Netter. But this deck it just helps me a little more. So this morning I pulled a deck from this card about opening my heart, and got that I needed to be with my deep, deep, deep feelings. And so basically both decks are saying the same thing. And then yesterday I was with some girlfriends of mine, and I got this ritual book. I was given this ritual book. And this is a book on ritual baths. And so I take a ritual bath every week. Every week I do some sort of bath. Yesterday I did a bath with some THC oil to relax myself, calendula, because the sun just moved into Leo, so to bring in my vital life force, and then cinnamon, because cinnamon is the energy of love. And so, these are some of the things that I'll do to work with my karma, to change the energy so that I can, live the life that I'm here to live. And so as we are in a Saturn day, and the moon is in Libra, Libra is about partnership and marriage, and Saturn is karma, and we are building new structures because Capricorn is being demolished. Capricorn is coming undone. So our old ways of being are no longer serving us. And so that's what I'm saying. I've been able to function with, protecting myself and protecting my heart and not being in my most loving stance for years. But now that doesn't work any longer. I'm starting to see that I have to open my heart up. And I didn't even realize that my heart was closed. I thought it was open. So that's the thing that's kind of tricky. So today, use this energy to just check and see, how's your energy around partnering, and, because Libra is governed by Venus, your capacity to love yourself as you are. One of the things that I'm doing with this energy, seeing that my heart is closed, it's like giving myself permission to just be with myself. I love myself as I am. There's a reason that my heart is closed. There were experiences that I had that me taking care of myself meant closing my heart. And so it's okay that my heart is closed. So whatever you discover within yourself, just let it be okay. Don't judge it. Don't make it wrong, because it's in the deepest level of self-acceptance that you can then move into the new ways of being. So with that, I love you all so very much. Oh my God. Let me tell you, the love that I have within me, I am looking for the pathway to open it up so that it can come out, because I have so much inside. It hasn't diminished just because I haven't been sharing it. It's still in there, just building and building and building. And so when I say I love you, I really mean it. So thank you all for coming to get readings, and for joining the class and just allowing me to be of service to you in the ways that you allow. I really appreciate it. Use this energy today to love and to discover what love is for you and how you can find new ways to be loving. Okay. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.